Thank you for tuning in to tonight's game. Your game is coming up next. But here's some information from the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
6 easy ways to become an MVP. And by MVP, we mean most valuable parent. Like all of us, the parents of high school athletes tend to protect their children from adversity, or they overly involve themselves by advocating for their success. But when they do, they're negating the value of participating in high school sports. Among other lessons, high school sports teach teenagers to take nothing for granted, how to overcome obstacles, and that an extraordinary commitment of time and effort is required in order to reach goals and experience achievement. High school sports also encourage independence and self-sufficiency, attributes that are needed to be successful in life. It's natural for parents to love their children, and it's important to support them in as many ways as possible. With this in mind, here are 6 easy ways that you can be the MVP of your child's high school team. Number 1, attend your children's games as often as possible. Nothing demonstrates interest and involvement more than being there. And be sure to invite Grandma and Grandpa to come along with you. Number 2, cheer for all the kids on the team, not just your own. Here's a test for you. Do you know all the players on your child's team? Could you say hello to them by their first name? Embracing the entire team is a great way to show that your interest is sincere. Number 3, be a resource for your child's team. Does a teammate need help with transportation? Is the team trying to raise money for new uniforms? Is someone needed to organize a pizza party before the tournament starts? Maybe you can help. Number 4, try not to criticize the coach or the officials in front of your child. Hey, you're human, and there may be times when you need to vent. But be careful when and to whom you do it. Criticizing the coaching staff undermines its credibility and tends to put your child in the middle. And games are seldom won or lost because of an official's call. Remember, coaches and officials are objective. Most parents are not. Empower your child to talk with the coach about concerns. Everybody wants more playing time, and understandably so. But encourage your children to have that conversation with their coaches instead of you doing it for them. Giving teenagers the confidence and conviction to speak up for themselves is one of the greatest benefits of participating in high school sports. Number 6, focus on the life lessons your children are learning, not on win-loss records or how many points they're scoring. According to the NC2A, only about 2% of all high school athletes win a sports scholarship, and the average value of it is less than $11,000. But every child will benefit from the lessons they've learned as a result of participating in high school sports for the rest of their lives. It's difficult being the parent of a high school athlete. There's far more emotion and social pressure involved than is ideal. But if you follow these 6 pointers, not only will your children love and respect you, but so will their teammates and coaches. And you might even be named MVP. Thank you for your support of high school athletics in Indiana. Stay tuned now. The Indiana SRN game is next. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
I got a lower third on. There you go. Keep going. That's good. Everybody welcome in from Alice. Make the better future one story at a time. 317-472-7600. Call up the Morales group. Dad didn't even keep with the deep. As we saw on the floor with the trophy here in the house tonight. If Heritage wins, they're an outright conference champion. If Brebeuf wins tonight, they will improve to 4-0 in conference play with the championship on the line next Friday against the Rebels of Ron College. The Braves looking for their second boys basketball conference championship. They have a very, very good chance and a very, very good team this year.
Coach Howard and Coach Jackson both geared up for this game. They know how important it is to these kids. And it's a great conference atmosphere here at Brebeuf High School. How about Ron College just waiting patiently? It could be the last time they play in the woodshed.
Zoom in a little bit on the
I think Heritage Christian wants to get business done. And I think Trump wants to get business done. Both of these teams are going to play.
That's a better start right there.
They have two more games after tonight, and then the second one, and then it's a new season.
We keep talking about how important tonight is for a conference championship, and obviously that is important. Let's not lose sight of just how good these teams are on the statewide scope. Heritage Christian comes in tonight 15-4 overall. They're 4-0 in the conference. That's good enough to rank them number 5 in Class 2A in the state of Indiana. So the Braves of Brebeuf, they're 13-5, 3-0 in the conference. They're number 9 in the AP poll in Class 3A, but get this, they're number 9 in the AP poll in 3A. They're number 3 in the Sagarin ratings in 3A. They lost 5 games, none of them by more than 8 points. And up to 5 games that they have lost, 4 of them were done with the Sagarin.
Which tells you Brebeuf does not play a weak schedule at all. They play anybody that wants to play them, and it's fun to follow Coach Howard. Coach Howard has always been kind to Indiana and it's always fun to talk to him and just basketball for maybe a half an hour so you can get everything else and just talk basketball together. And they love these big days like they're on tonight, and I think a lot of people around the state of Indiana, we have people from Michigan, Detroit, all those areas watching this tonight, they're legends for the big moment.
And not to date myself, but I have a relationship with Coach Howard going back to sounds good here. Coach and I used to live a few years back, and I've known Coach Howard since then. An unbelievable guy and a great coach. And he and I were partners on the 3A state championship game. When Karen Kaplan won, Coach Howard was my partner on that broadcast.
Don't look at me for 6th place championship.
Why would you not?
I understand now. He charged me 6, but gave it to him. Let's look at the matchup here. Simon Bench is a very good athlete. And how about folks? He's very well fit and the real deal.
Yeah, we talk talk about Andrew Williams coming into the night, averaging 20 points a game, just shy of 5 rebounds a game at 4.8, 3.5 assists a game as well. Harrison Eckel for Heritage Christian, he's their big guy down low. He's really stepped his game up here in his junior season. He's averaging 13.5 points, 6 rebounds a game, and nearly 3 assists from his forward spot. They got a lot of size for Heritage Christian. Basically, Eckel and the William will just up the bench. Those are the 2 6, but Eckel's going to do the damage on the board tonight. But you mentioned Simon Banks, senior point guard, headed to Air Force Academy next year, averaging 14 points per game, 4 rebounds a game, and 3.5 assists. Spencer Rice, another guard, nearly 14 points a game, also 3.5 rebounds, and then Max Gatlin, just under 10 points a game. Scoring on both sides.
Yeah, and you'll need those scores. And I think one of the keys tonight is who's going to step up after those threes. Is someone going to step up for both of these teams to make a difference? Because we know that both teams will want to shut down the other strength. Who's going to be the kid to knock down or have a career night?
That could be it. I've got some kind of feeling that role. We saw here Friday night. Jack Arterburn is making a lot of threes in the perimeter. It makes it a lot more difficult for the defense to double team Eckel or double team Williams on the post.
Coming off on a break.
On last Friday night. Chr Brebeuf, we talked about their big threes, Will, in Banks, Rice, and Gatlin. They've got a lot of guys that can shoot from the perimeter. Coach Howard really wants to get one big guy out there and put it out with 4 guards.
Yeah, the good kid is what you're talking about, the 6'5" kid. Handles the ball really well. Saw him against Chr Christian. He had a great game in the post. If that post is open and they beat him, he can hit that little small 15-footer shot from the area.
We're going to take a break here in the crowd. When we come back, we'll take a look around the state of Indiana big games tonight. We're going to get you set for this big one. Conference championship on the line here on Indiana SRN.
There's no greater anti-poverty measure than to give a person a job. That helps them start to change that trajectory.
Morales Group is a full-service staffing company that provides temporary labor in the Indianapolis, Central Indiana market.
It was a challenge that was given by my father. He wanted me to give back much more than I had been. Then I realized that when he said more, he wanted me to see how I could give more. And it wasn't just in money, but in time and in services. And that's how the Morales Group was created.
I started off at Morales Group as an intern. I interned for 3 years before going on full-time staff here. What I love most about Morales Group is that big family aspect. I come from a big family in Mexico, and since the company is continuously growing, I feel like there's always a new member of the family that I get to know.
We're willing to give. We're willing to serve others, and we're not expecting something in return.
Come talk to us. We would love to work with you.
Jesuit High School on the northwest side
That's
of
a good shot.
Indianapolis tonight.
Very nice.
Local City Conference Championship on the line as the Braves of the Buff hosting the Heritage Christian Eagles. And we talked about a couple of keys for this game are going to be the guards for both teams. But let's look back at kind of how each team have fared of recent weeks. Heritage Christian suffered a loss on Tuesday night earlier this week to Class A number 5 University. 67-64. That was a tie game going into the fourth. The Eagles coming out there with the loss. Prior to that, they had won 4 consecutive games after losing to Howe back in the city tournament. For Brebeuf, they've won 6 of their last 7 games since they suffered a loss to Pike in the first round of the Marion County tournament. And in that run, check out who they've beaten. Guerin Catholic, Chittard, Tech, Addicts, Danville, and Tri-West. The lone loss, a 4-point loss here at home to Park Tudor, and that was something that Coach Howard told us. A little bit disappointed in that performance, but they've really rallied since then.
You know, you look at Danville, Tri-West, that could be a regional opponent for them if they win their sectional. That little Hendricks County law last weekend, and that was big to go on the road. Danville is a tough place to win. Tri-West is impossible at times to win in the gymnasium, and they handled it pretty well.
We talked about the Sagarin numbers for Brebeuf earlier on, but for Heritage Christian, they come in ranked number 5 in the AP poll in 2A. They have the number 9 ranking according to Sagarin in there, but they're actually number 88 overall in the state of Indiana, and the Sagarin is extremely high for a 2A program. Their strength of schedule, 144, also pretty solid for a 2A program. For Brebeuf, however, we didn't talk about this. We talked about how they're number 3 in Class 3A. They're number 18 overall in the Sagarin rankings out of 406 high schools competing right now. That's pretty impressive when you look at their record and see that they're 13-5.
Yeah, you look at the rankings and you look at a 2A school and you see 88. Look at how many 4A schools they surpassed to get there. That's incredible.
As the Brebeuf community knows, Heritage Christian does not. We have a former student who passed away.
An announcement going on here within the gymnasium. Moment of silence coming up here.
Loving and gracious God, give them all peace. And as we pray tonight, let us pray for our competition, that our players and our coaches and our fans might see this as an opportunity to serve you in how we play our best and be our best. Let tonight be an example.
In today's fast-moving business world, effectively marketing your company takes hard work, creativity, and the right team. With over 40 years of experience, PIP has been enabling companies large and small to find success in achieving their business objectives. We understand the challenges our clients face. That's why we have a variety of print solutions suited to fit your every need. Whatever your printing request may be, from a quick turnaround on a company brochure for an upcoming trade show, a direct mail piece that needs to be designed, printed, and mailed, to complex marketing projects, PIP is sure to have the right print solution for you. Nothing grabs attention like a well-crafted sign. It can transform virtually any surface into an eye-catching experience, boosting your marketing appeal. From banners, posters, floor graphics, and window decals, to wayfinding and yard signs. We not only help with sign design and getting it installed, we also integrate them into your overall marketing strategy, designed to help you win. PIP also provides best-in-class integrated marketing solutions to help you make the most out of your next campaign. Our approach to marketing ensures that your strategy is seamlessly executed across all media, online and offline, so your business always looks its best. At PIP, we understand it takes a team to achieve business growth, and that's why we're here to help. Get to know PIP and let us make your world a better place.
Back here at Brebeuf High School, leading you up to the Eagles and the Braves here on our Morales Group pregame show. Thad Van Everen and Keith Myers here with you. And Coach, let's talk a little bit about keys to tonight's game. Let's start with Heritage Christian.
Heritage Christian's very easy. They got to take care of the ball. They cannot afford unforced turnovers. They got to have good possessions. I think they need to score 60% of the time. I know that's a tough task, especially here, but I think they need to do that. And then they have to hit their open shots. If they hit their open shots, they're going to be tough to beat because they're very good and they're very good streak shooters.
All right, let's turn that around now. Let's talk about the Braves and what Coach Howard's squad's got to do.
He's got to bounce the floor. When people throw him off, they're not very good. That's a key of Banks. He's got to control that a little bit. They got to rebound and then they got to go. They cannot take their time down the floor. I think they need to run, and if they run tonight, they will win this game, possibly by double figures.
We haven't talked about the coaching matchup yet. For Heritage Christian, head coach Corey Jackson, it's his 6th year at the helm of the Eagles, 71-67 so far at HC, 92-90 overall in his 8 years as a high school head coach. For head coach Todd Howard, already his 5th year here at Brebeuf. It doesn't even seem like it's been that long ago. 69-44 overall, and as we mentioned, 13-5 this year, playing an outstanding schedule, and the Braves look to be a serious contender once we get into late February and early March in Class 3A.
Coach Howard is a coach of all coaches. He takes time for us. He talks to us. He laughs with you. And he doesn't take his job too serious. He understands what the kids need to do, and he executes it, and he's been a winner everywhere he's gone. I think Coach Howard is probably one of my best friends in the coaching industry.
You know, one thing I like about Coach Howard, too, tonight is you don't see this as much as you used to, but he was out here watching the JV play tonight because he knows that, you know, a lot of those kids he's going to need them next year or the year after, and you don't see that as much anymore, the varsity coaches involved during the JV game.
And how many jokes did he crack, though, when we're sitting in front of him?
Yeah, the most important thing he said, though, was that he thought that I could probably still play for him.
Yeah, I know.
You heard him say it.
Because you're smart.
He said, yeah, you know, you got skills. You have to have certain skills in life, Keith, to let you go. And some of them, you know, you can be smart. You got to shoot sometimes when you're a basketball player. You just have to have those skills, those likability traits. You know what I mean?
Yep. The three guys on the officials waved to us, and I think they're used to seeing us because the first thing that the one official says, oh, we're going to have timeouts, aren't we? I said, yes, we are. So should be fun. This will be a fun game to do.
It's going to be a blast tonight. Circle City Conference Championship on the line here at Brebeuf High School. The Heritage Christian Eagles getting set to take on the Braves here of Brebeuf. 15-4 against 13-5. Both of them undefeated so far in conference play here in the Circle City Conference.
How does a good man become even better? By working out? Or by working his way up the corporate ladder? By changing his diet? Or by changing his style? By traveling the world? Or by staying perfectly still? For 300 years, we've helped good men become the best versions of themselves through a dedicated fraternity and by taking an oath to live a life of integrity, service, and brotherly love. Men who are as committed to each other and their families as they are to our noble cause. In the end, we don't just make men better, we make them Masons. Not just a man, a Mason.
Back here at Brebeuf, national anthem have just been played here inside the gymnasium, so let's get to our starting lineups tonight. We'll start with the Eagles, who will be in their traveling royal blue uniforms with black trim and white numbers. They're going to start 4 guards tonight and 1 forward. Number 5, a 5'7" senior guard, Jake Doran. Number 11, 6'1" senior Andrew Williams, averaging 20 points per game. The other guard, 6' senior number 12, Jack Arterburn. And the 4th guard, 5'10" senior number 30, Bennett Coster. The big man for the Eagles, 6'4" junior number 13, Harrison Eckel. For the homestanding Braves, Upper Buff, Todd Howard squad being announced here inside the gymnasium. They will also start 4 guards and 1 forward. 6'2" junior number 4, Jay Higgins. 6'2" senior number 5, Max Chaplin. 6' guard and a senior number 10, Spencer Rice. 6'2" senior guard number 15, Simon Banks. And the lone big man for the Braves, 6'4" senior number 23, Colin Wood.
How about the crowd and how about the loud noise in this gym? I think we're in the Chicago Bulls arena.
Well, you want to talk about an atmosphere, Keith. An unbelievable sound system in here, and they've got Jerry Baker on the mic here as the PA guy. All of you high school basketball fans know Jerry Baker, the voice of the state finals for years and years. He was the PA last year for the Pacers home games. Now hanging out here with us at Brebeuf. It's a great atmosphere tonight. A little Motley Crue going. Let's get things rolling, Keith.
You know, here's the thing. You're too young to know this, but he was the play-by-play announcer of the old Indiana Pacers in the ABA. Salt Lake City, Utah, baby. Oh, it can't get any better.
Officials out on the floor. Both teams out there. Brebeuf in their home whites. Royal blue for the Heritage Christian Eagles. Officials look to the scorer's table, and let's get ready to roll. Winner tonight, championship of the Circle City Conference. Here come the Eagles, and that's Jake Dorn with the basketball. They're going to swing it around. Already you can see the matchup defensively. They've got Simon Banks matched up with Andrew Williams, Keith.
That should be a great matchup. If it's both ways, it should be a war.
Dorn has it out front now for Heritage Christian. Picks up his dribble and swings it over to Coster. Coster gets it to Williams, picked off by Banks. It's 2-on-1. Banks drops it off, and the layup is good for Max Chaplin.
There's the turnover. You don't need them.
2-0 early here for Brebeuf. Coster has it now on the left wing. Dorn with it, now gets it to Williams. Into the corner to Arterburn. Arterburn gets it to Williams on the block, working down low against Banks. He's going to turn, put it up. No bucket and no foul, and here come the Braves. They got to stop the ball. They get it to Chaplin in the corner. He steps in, picks up his dribble, has it skipped away, but gets it right back. Now Banks says, let's slow it down and set it up.
Boy, I tell you what, that was great defense, and then recovered very quickly.
There's Banks with it, gets it to Higgins. Higgins on the move, drops it off. 3 from the corner, and that's good for Spencer Rice.
If Rice could get hot, it could be a very long night for Heritage Christian.
5-0 here quickly for Brebeuf. Just a minute and a half gone in our Kim Mountain Pest Control first quarter. The Eagles rotating it around. Williams has it now to Dorn. He's going to let a 3 fly. That's off the mark, and a rebound down low for Wood. Banks pushing up for the Braves. Crossover into the paint. Kicks it in the corner. Chaplin's going to rise and fire, and he drills a 3.
Good start for Brebeuf. 8-0 run here.
Just 2 minutes gone here in our first quarter, and the Braves out early, 8-0. Whistle and a foul, and a moving screen will be called there against Heritage Christian.
On that screen, you got to stay vertical. You got to stay up and down. You can't move your hips to the left or right. You got to stay straight up and down. Here's Chaplin's 3. Watch this. Just nice, smooth, catch the ball. Hands still up in the air, just like you taught him, Thad.
Yeah, feet set, rise and fire. Higgins on the drive into the paint. Cut off, but he spins on Coster and powers it up, and he scores.
Good strength for Brebeuf.
They list Jay Higgins as a guard, but he's really kind of a point forward in the mold of a Scottie Pippen or maybe even going back to Anthony Mason days from the Knicks. Big, strong guy who can handle the ball, but he can also bang down low.
Yeah, and you notice down there that they had help defense inside, so could be very tough going for Heritage Christian to try to force the ball inside.
Dorn floats it into Eckel. He's working against Higgins. A little jump shot and blocked away by Wood. Ball is loose. Chaplin's in the mix. It's loose. Now Banks has it. Banks into the corner. On the drive, a little floater. Doesn't get through. Offensive rebound. Puts it in and he scores. And that's Spencer Rice. 5 points for Rice.
Aggressive play by Brebeuf.
12-0. Braves with the lead. Williams on the move. And it was blocked by Wood up top, but he hammered him with the body. And Williams will go to the line.
Tell you what, that's great for Andrew Smith to try to force that inside and get something going for his team. He's down 12-0. Big hole, but good job at getting the ball. Here's Rice's, just follows up the shot, exactly what you need to do. Missed free throw by Williams. That's rare free throw missed.
Williams is a guy that we will see at the free throw line very often tonight. Averaging 20 points a game, normally gets about 50% of his points in each game from the line, but that time he goes 0 for 2 on the trip. Banks has it top of the key. They drop it down low to Higgins. He just bowls over Coster, no call, and here comes Eckel. Eckel picks it up, gets it to Coster, into the corner. Dorn's open for 3. That's off the mark. Offensive board for Eckel. Coster steps into the 3. That's off the mark. Rebound taken in by Higgins. Here come the Braves. Quickly ahead. A 3 out of the right corner off the mark. Banks, however, right there for the offensive board, and he scores.
Tell you what, Brebeuf is just crashing the boards and doing a better job Timeout by Heritage Christian.
Coach Jackson's going to call that timeout. 30-second timeout here. 4:10 remaining here in our Kent Mountain Pest Control first quarter. 40 years of pest control in Central Indiana. 317-439-5612. Kent Mountain Pest Control.
Let's take a look at the Indiana SRN calendar. Saturday, there are several games for you. Southport and Evansville Rights. That's a boys game, 7:30 start. We also have Providence Crystal Ray at Park Tudor on Saturday, 7:30 start. Semi-state action for you. Hamilton Southeastern and Crown Point. That's a radio broadcast only. That's Sean Kroll and Brent Young at 4 o'clock Eastern time. And then Thad and I get to go down to Jeffersonville on behalf of the ISSA TV network, as we'll have Evansville, Mater Dei, Winchester, and Castle and Lawrence North.
Yeah, we're going to have a little doubleheader. Keith, I did the math earlier. We're going to have 3 games in about the span of 21 hours. Are you ready for that?
I'm ready. I hope Jerry and I hope Alec is ready for that.
We hope so. Arterburn has it now for Heritage Christian. They're trying to get it down low to Eckel. Eckel working against Wood, and a nice job defensively there. 14-0 has been the start here for Brebeuf. Doran has it on the right wing, and they swing it out.
How about this defense of Brebeuf? Not letting them go inside at all, because they look like they want to go to Eckel.
The Braves are locked in on this end of the floor so far. The matchup we were talking about, Banks and Williams, would they get it to Eckel and his short jumper off the mark, and Higgins is going to be called for a traveling violation. He came down. It looked like he tried to dribble before he hit the ground, but I think he may have hit before he dribbled.
That's what he's ruling. And, Chris has worked the state finals. You can't argue with that.
Pretty good crew we have on hand tonight, isn't it,
Very good
Keith?
crew. Here's the fall. Yeah, he got up early. Yeah, that's a good call.
Doran into the corner. Williams for 3. That's off the front of the rim, and an offensive board for Doran. Arterburn on the move. He can't get it to go. Williams offensive rebound. No good. Here comes Brebeuf. Down low to Wood. Underneath, and he lays it up and in. What a start tonight for Brebeuf. 16-0 to start the game.
This is Brebeuf hitting every shot they have thrown up, and Heritage Christian not.
Williams open. That three-pointer was short. Rebound loose. The Braves already on the move. Higgins drops it off to Chaplin. He lost control. He wanted to pull the trigger. Now Higgins on the move, and he runs over Williams in an offensive foul.
I tell you what, I don't think I would stand in front of Higgins. I'm sorry. I'm not going to take that charge.
That's a well put together young man.
Yes. Just a nice finish.
Good look ahead pass. We've seen the Braves get out in transition so far tonight.
Yes, sir.
Williams has it on the left wing, working there against Banks. They get it to Eckel now in the left corner. Eckel looks to drive, spins against Wood, takes it up, and he's fouled. Nice job by Harrison Eckel.
That's the first field goal for Heritage Christian, and we're at the 2:25 mark.
First time into the game for the Braves of Brebeuf. 6'4" sophomore Evan Altman, number 2. This is the first time I've seen Brebeuf play in person, Keith. I've seen him a few times on some other telecasts, and that kid right there, number 2, Altman, looks like a guy over the next 2 years that's going to be a force to reckon with here at Brebeuf.
Yeah, you're right. And, they just keep on bringing good talent in.
Off a 3, that one no good. Higgins tries to save it, but it's out of bounds.
Bryce that time I think that's too quick of a shot. I think Coach wants to work the offense, and you've been pounding it inside. You got to keep doing what brought you.
Will Christie has checked into the game as well for Heritage Christian. He's wearing number 33 in blue. That's him with the ball on the left wing. Christie looks to drive, drops it off. Arterburn for 3 off the mark. Rice quickly ahead to Chaplin. Chaplin on the drive, and a reach-in foul there against Arterburn.
You can't reach like that. I understand why. He's going to go to the basket. And now Corey Jackson's going deep in his bench.
Jalen Williams, a 5'11 senior, number 3, comes in, as does Reese Johnson, 6'1 senior, number 4. Williams, as we saw last Friday, has had increased playing time throughout the season. He's been a guy that's been playing well down the stretch here of the season for the Eagles.
He stepped up last week against Roncalli, did a good job hitting some nice shots, and plays great defense.
Ball out of bounds on the sideline here for Brebeuf, and they inbound to Banks. 1:45 to go here in our Kent Mountain Pest Control first quarter. Brebeuf leading Heritage Christian 16-3.
Close confines here at Brebeuf High School on the sidelines.
I know it's a older gym. It's a little bit tight, but I really like the facility here. I like the lighting in here. The sound system's great, and the atmosphere is pretty good, Keith.
You just like Motley Crue, that's all.
I do like Motley Crue. Who doesn't like the Crew? Banks, 3 from the top of the key, and he drills it. That's the third triple of the quarter for the Braves. Jalen Williams with it out front. Swings it to Johnson, now Christie. Andrew Williams working against Banks. Not a lot of free space for Andrew Williams tonight.
I'll tell you what, Banks is right on Williams everywhere he goes.
Jalen Williams drives, but it was cut off. Gets it to Eckel. His jumper no good. An offensive board, however, for Andrew Williams, and he scores.
Boy, he escaped there, didn't he? Nice move by Andrew, finishing strong. 19-5.
Williams doesn't jump off the screen at you with his athleticism, but he's a kid that just knows how to get his nose to the basketball and how to score it.
I think Brebeuf is going to be intent just to hold on to this ball and go for one shot.
15 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Now Banks is going to put it in motion with 10 seconds. Gets it to Rice. Now Chaplin. They get Rice off the screen. He's open. 3 from the left wing. Off the mark. Altman had the board. It was knocked away. Williams tries to shoot it full court. It was knocked away by Higgins, and that'll do it for our first quarter. At the end of one, it's been all Brebeuf in the first 8 minutes. 19-5 for the Braves here in Indiana SRN.
Craving comfort fresh food made from scratch daily? Check out Aspen Creek Grill. Located across from Hamilton Town Center and beside the Holiday Inn, we offer family farm-raised premium Black Agnes steaks hand-cut daily, creamy pastas, salmon chicken, and fall-off-the-bone ribs. Start with our famous powwow shrimp appetizer, and don't miss our refreshing drinks. Family-friendly or a great night out with friends. Aspen Creek Grill. Aspen Creek Grill, Noblesville. Call 317-559-3300.
Indiana SRN on Facebook. Make sure you check out Facebook. You're not going to remember everything that Keith's going to read you on the schedule, so if you get to Facebook, we'll have the weekly schedule up there so you can make sure you check all the games and make sure you follow us or like us, Indiana SRN on Facebook.
19-5 at the end of one. Heritage Christian really didn't do what really I thought they should have done. Brebeuf didn't let them do what I think they should have done. I thought they shot the ball pretty quick. They can get back into this. They got to play very good defense, and they just have to go inside.
Same 5 on the floor for each side here as we start our Shin Technology second quarter here on Indiana SRN. Banks gets a screen from Altman. Now they get it to Higgins. Altman there at the elbow. Rice off the screen, 15-footer. That is off the mark, and a rebound by Eckel. If you're head coach Corey Jackson for Heritage Christian, Keith, what did you talk about with your team at the break?
Don't panic. You score. You can score at will. Don't worry about it. Just get in your offense, and let's not turn the ball over.
Skip pass there to Eckel. Eckel working down low against Altman. No double team coming, but a nice job by Altman. Eckel with the follow away won't go down. Rebound loose, taken in by Altman. Rice drops it off to Banks, who lays it up and in, and he's fouled.
Banks just has an eye for the ball, don't he? Just knows what to do with the basketball, does a nice job.
Nice job there by Rice, dropping it off to him as well. So the bucket and the foul, and that foul went against Will Christie for Heritage Christian. That's his first.
Into one, Indian Creek and Central Christian is tied at 12. Here's Banks' shot. Look, it just lays it in, does a nice job, finishes.
Banks at the line for the Braves, as we talked about. He's their leading scorer at 14 a game, but a pretty balanced attack offensively, really, for Brebeuf. Doran has it left wing. Whistle and a moving screen away from the ball. And that'll go against Jalen Williams, and that'll be the first on him for the Eagles.
That's the second illegal screen against Heritage Christian. They're starting their offense high. You got to stay still. You cannot move at all. You got to stay still.
They get it to Banks now on the right wing. Into the game for the first time, Austin Ezell, number 0 for Brebeuf. He had it momentarily. They get it back over to Banks on the right wing. Working there against Jalen Williams. Nice job on the defensive end there by Williams. Now Banks on the drive. Puts it up with left hand. Altman with the follow.
How about it? No one blocked out. You got to make contact. Got to get a body on him.
19-point advantage now for the Braves. They drop it down low to Eckel. Eckel was clear for a moment, and then Rice recovered and knocked it away.
Might want to not put the ball on the floor. You might want to just go up with the shot. This is going to go inside. Watch for Christie.
Tried to lob it in, but it was deflected by Altman. Dorn tried to save it off of Banks, but Banks has it, and a foul in the backcourt. That's going to be called against Eckel.
Stop the fast break.
That's the first foul on Eckel. Good shot there of head coach Todd Howard on the sideline for Brebeuf, calling out the offensive set for the Braves. Banks back to Rice. Rice, a step back fall away. That one won't go down. Another offensive putback for Altman.
Altman is the real deal, folks. He's only a sophomore.
He averages 4.8 a game, but as I talked about, he's a kid with a lot of potential here for Brebeuf.
As a sophomore, he's pretty good, isn't he? Oh, he got away with the
Williams
travel.
on the move. Left-hand layup won't go down. Rebound knocked away. It's going to be off of Altman. Stay down here with Heritage Christian.
If anything, Altman needs stronger hands because I think that he should have secured that ball. Just lost it.
Chaplin coming back in for Brebeuf.
Look at Altman. Gets in position. Does a nice job. Just lays it in. Nice job.
Couple of subs into the game for Heritage as well. Andrew Williams comes back in for the Eagles. First time tonight we've seen Macaulay Nolan, 6'3", senior number 31. Williams into the paint, kicks it out to Doran. Want to give a special shout out tonight to Jack Pickert, watching in Michigan. We talked to your daughter before the game. She said you were pumped to check out the broadcast, and we're pumped that you're watching the broadcast as Andrew Williams scores 2.
He has 4. 5:03 to play first half.
And a steal there by Andrew Williams. Williams on the move. It's 1-on-2, and he scores it anyway.
Maybe this is the jump start that Heritage Christian needs.
4 straight for Williams. The Eagles are going to have to scratch and claw their way back, but they got a huge crowd on hand. That might help them here at Brebeuf. They get it top of the key to Ezell for 3. That one's off the back rim. Here come the Eagles. First time tonight that Heritage has any sort of momentum. Christie gets it to Williams. Now they kick it out. Christie, he's open for 3, and he drills the 3.
Uh-oh. Someone just poked the Lion, or the Eagle.
That's 7 straight for the Eagles. We get it to Ezell now. Ezell working against Coster, and he's going to run him over in an offensive foul.
The last 90 seconds has been very excellent defense and offensive play. Look at Williams here. Here's this 3 for Williams. Sets his feet, finishes well, hands up in the air. Nice super slow-mo there, huh? Good job, guys.
4:02 to go here in our Shin Technology second quarter. Heritage Christian trying to climb back into this. 26-12 is the score. Andrew Williams with it out front. Looking to post up against Banks. Now he backs it out. Now Dorn gets it to Williams on a curl. Shot fake. He's backing Banks down. Now kicks it out.
I like this patience.
And they're going to call Christie for a traveling violation.
He pinned the ball on his hip and took the step and then keep dribbling. That's going to be travel.
Colin Wood comes back in for Brebeuf. He comes in for Altman. Higgins back in for the Braves as well, number 4. They drop it down low to Wood. Wood, and he's going to be called for a travel.
Same exact play, good, consistent, same official make the call. Gotta love it. He's consistent.
Shin Technology tonight. Technology is about humans, not about machines. 317-545-3650. Dorn with it now for the Eagles. Coster looking to get it down low. They finally do. That's Macaulay Nolan. He kicks it out and he throws it away. It's going to be over and back against Heritage.
Get the ball in the post, Thad. To get the ball in the post like that, you got to go straight up. You got to feel the pressure on there and maybe not force the shot, but you got to go up with the basket. You have an advantage there.
Rice brings it across this time for Brebeuf. Now Higgins hands it off to Rice. They double-teamed Rice, but they couldn't find Higgins, and a nice job defensively to get back. Wood on the move, and he banks it in.
Wood did a nice job securing the ball, hiding the ball inside. That's good. That's good play by Wood.
Finishing with the left hand off the glass is pretty sweet. Williams spins, and he travels. Eckel comes back in for the Eagles. He's going to come in for Will Christie.
Good minutes by Christie.
Made a big 3. 2:30 to play here in our first half. 16-point lead right now for Brebeuf. Ezel over to Chaplin. Chaplin drops it off into the corner to Ezel. Ezel kicks it out. Chaplin shot fake and an offensive foul. A nice job there by Williams.
Tell you what, Williams takes a lot of contact and he pops right back up. The officials are letting him play real physical. You can't maybe see it on the monitor or at home, but we're right close to play, and we can see and hear some grunts. They're getting pretty hard hits here.
Williams still working against Banks. We haven't talked enough about Simon Banks on the defensive end so far, and there's a travel against Doran.
3 turnovers in a row for Heritage Christian. Watch Williams take this. He's taking it all in the chest, gets knocked down, slowly get up, and then he takes the ball out of bounds.
Higgins has it top of the key for Brebeuf, then hands it off to Banks. Higgins holding it out front. Now swings it over to Banks. Top of the key to Rice. He's going to pull a 3. That's off the mark, and a rebound for Williams.
How about Heritage Christian on a run?
Williams into the corner to Dorn. They're trying to get it down low to Eckel. They finally do. He's triple teamed in the paint, and he has to throw it off of Wood to retain possession.
See, I think what Eckel's doing, he's catching the ball exactly where he should do. Just go up with the basket ball.
Trying to get a sub in as Arterburn's going to check in. He comes in for Macaulay Nolan.
I thought Nolan did a nice job. Good minutes.
Dorn having some problems getting in. Finally lobs it into Eckel. Eckel working against Higgins. Eckel drop step, powers it up off the glass, and he scores.
There you go. Nice job, Harrison. 14.
Lead back down to 14. 1:10 to go here in our first half on Indiana SRN. Banks has it out front. Now they get it to Higgins. Over to Ezel. We've seen Brebeuf be pretty patient here in this second quarter, just like they were in the first, Keith, but they haven't been making the perimeter shots here in this period.
Yeah, they cooled off a lot compared to what they did in the first quarter.
45 seconds to go here in the half.
And you know what? Coach Howard recognizes that and just wants to play cat and mouse here.
Pass deflected. Wood tries to save it. Everyone into the scorer's table. We might have an injury over here in front of us. Rice for three, and he drills it. Ten seconds to go. 31-14. The Eagles trying to get a bucket here before halftime. Doran has it top of the key. Picks up his dribble. I think he traveled, and he did. .8 to go here in the half. We'll see if the Braves can get themselves a nice shot. They lead by 17 right now. They get it into Banks, working against Williams. Gets the screen from Wood. Pulls up from deep, and he drills it at the horn. Simon Banks with a triple, and the Braves are going to take a 20-point lead into the half.
That's a big time basket. No panic. Set the ball up. That's an incredible shot.
Simon Banks dazzles us with a three at the buzzer. He's the leading scorer for the Braves on the season. He's the leading scorer for the Braves so far tonight. And as we mentioned, Brebeuf with a 20-point lead here at the break. But really, Keith, that first half was all dictated by that first 8 minutes of play, which was an excellent performance in that first quarter by Brebeuf.
19-5 at the end of the first quarter has made a big difference. Watch Harrison here. Here's the post fade down here. Gets the ball, keeps his dribble, then he takes the drop step, and then he finishes strong. That's a nice play by Harrison. And that's exactly what Heritage Christian needs to do in the second half, is control the inside game. You're down by 20. You cut it within 14. Now you're at 20 again. It's going to be tough, but they can get it done.
We saw Heritage have a little bit of momentum there in the middle part of that second quarter. And then Brebeuf rallies back and really closes out that quarter strong.
Well, this is put the dagger in you. Look at this. Here's Banks. There's 3, 2, 1, and nothing but that deep three-pointer.
34-14 here at the break as the Brebeuf Jesuit Brave Dance Squad here at halftime putting on their performance. And what a performance it was for the Braves in that first half. We're going to take a break here on the Hoosier Basketball Magazine halftime show. Everything about basketball. Order one today. 317-925-8200. Call them up. Hoosier Basketball Magazine. This is halftime here on Indiana SRN.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 21 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
If we've seen one thing in the story so far, it's that after things went wrong in the garden, the relationship between humans and God was less than perfect. But time after time, God continued to rescue and provide for humans. We left off with the Israelites wanting a king like other nations. So God used the prophet Samuel to select a man named Saul. Saul was strong and popular and seemed like the perfect choice for a king. And at first, Saul did a great job. But eventually, he turned his back on God and started to do what he wanted instead of what God wanted. So God began looking for another man who could be Israel's king. God used Samuel once again, this time predicting that a young shepherd boy named David would succeed Saul as king. David's own family thought the idea was crazy. David was the youngest of 7 brothers, and the other 6 were all bigger, stronger, and more fit to be the king. Until one day, when David showed he had exactly what it took. Israel was at battle with the Philistines, and they were being mocked and threatened every day by a giant soldier named Goliath. Though no soldier in Israel's army would stand up to Goliath, David ran into battle against him, armed with only a slingshot and some stones. David slung the stone and knocked Goliath down, then cut off his head. Now, David became something like an instant celebrity in Israel, sort of like LeBron James, just with a slingshot instead of a basketball and, well, no $20 million a year contract. And eventually, David did in fact become king of Israel. He was a totally different kind of king than Saul was, committed to God and committed to being the blessing to others that God had always wanted Israel to be. He wasn't perfect, but he was somebody who loved and followed God. Eventually, David passed his kingship to his own son, Solomon. Solomon grew up to become the wisest man who ever lived, using his great wisdom to help the Israelites make very difficult decisions, and also to write books of wisdom found in the Bible. Now, the funny thing is that even with all that wisdom, Solomon made his share of mistakes as well. He married women for political alliances and protection, instead of trusting God. Eventually, his lack of trust left the kingdom vulnerable. For all his great wisdom, he led the people to trust in the wrong things. Yet, under Solomon's rule, Israel was peaceful and prosperous. But if we've been paying any attention to the story so far, times like these don't seem to last very long. It was only a matter of time after Solomon died that Israel would find itself in a whole new world of trouble. And yet, as always, God would provide a way out.
How does a good man become even better? By working out? Or by working his way up the corporate ladder? By changing his diet? Or by changing his style? By traveling the world? Or by staying perfectly still? For 300 years, we've helped good men become the best versions of themselves through a dedicated fraternity and by taking an oath to live a life of integrity, service, and brotherly love. Men who are as committed to each other and their families as they are to our noble cause. In the end, we don't just make men better, we make them masons. Not just a man, a mason.
I think the best thing that our ministry offers is that when the women come in and they are pregnant and they've reached our scan dates, which are 6 weeks, 4 days to 14 weeks, we're able to image them with ultrasound.
Seeing the image on the screen and hearing a heartbeat clarifies that it is truly life and not just a clump of cells.
You can see babies sucking their thumbs, you can see them running their hands over their head.
It shows them what God is doing on the inside that they don't feel or don't even think is real, but they see a real image of a real baby on the screen.
It just breaks my heart when a woman, no matter what her circumstances are, that she decides to end that intrauterine pregnancy, that she decides that she's better to go on her own without that baby.
Halftime here at Brebeuf, our Hoosier Basketball Magazine halftime show. Thad Van Even and Keith Myers here with you. 34-14, Brebeuf leading here at intermission, and Keith, we talked about it here before we came back on, but really this first half, we just got to go back to that first quarter and an unbelievable 8 minutes put together by the Braves.
Yeah, the Braves maybe had 2 turnovers in that first quarter, scored 19 points, came out very aggressive, and just dominated this game for the first quarter. And the rest of the second quarter I thought was pretty even until about the last 90 seconds. And then Brebeuf just jumps back into mode. And, this game is far from over, but Heritage needs to really have a good, strong third quarter.
All right, so what do they do? What's Coach Jackson try to get going here to start this third quarter? Because you know that you got to cut into this lead early in this second half.
I think you got to give the ball to Williams and Eckel. I really do. I think if those two could go inside out, it would be a good opportunity. Christie, if he knocks down some threes as well. And then Arterburn has not made a factor. Last week against Roncalli, he was the X factor. So it's just very interesting. Don't feel that Heritage Christian is going to quit. They're not. They won't quit. They have a fiery coach. He had several things to say. Let me tell you, when you take as long as he did in the locker room, you were to a point where you understand what we're saying. Because this is a big game. Got 2 games left. It's for a conference championship. Leave it out on the floor.
He was in there so long. It's one of those where if you're the athletic director here, you already go ahead and call the maintenance guy. He may be needed after the game tonight.
Exactly. Here's the key of the whole entire first half. Simon Beggs, with 1 second left, just from way deep, knocked down the three-pointer. And that's just how it goes. How about this? How about Jerry Baker telling people Indiana SRN where you're always in the game?
I mean, it was amazing.
Is that not it gave me goosebumps.
Banks was the only player in the first half in double figures. He finished with 11. 8 points for Spencer Rice for Brebeuf to lead the way. Just 3 players scoring in the first half for Heritage Christian. 6 for Andrew Williams, 5 for Harrison Eckel, and 1 3-pointer, which was made by Will Christie.
How about this? There's an upset brewing. Central Christian is beating Indian Creek 24-21 at Indian Creek at halftime. That could be a huge upset.
At the Creek, that's a tough place to get a win. Eckel swings it up to Dorn. He's open for 3. That's off the mark. An offensive board for Williams, and he puts it in.
Notice that Williams went to the board quick along with Eckel. Needs some defensive stops.
Wood has it stripped away. It's loose. Williams knocks it out of bounds. Our third quarter tonight brought to us by Pitt Printing. We're the perfect partner for all your needs. 317-842-6338.
I hear they make great banners.
Hand it off to Banks. Banks working against Williams. That's that matchup we talked about. They've been seeing each other all night. Now Banks looks to drive. Cut off by Williams. Makes him go the other way. He throws it up, and he caught it on the floor. Now off to Higgins. Higgins on the drive. A ton of contact. No call. Andrew Williams hesitates on the drive. Kicks it out to Coster. The Eagles moving it around. They get it to Williams on the block. He takes it, blocked by Banks, and a jump ball.
Now, down here at this end, a lot of people want to know why that's not travel. It's not travel because he let the ball go. He took a shot. He gathered the rebound. He established his pivot foot, which is his rump.
The only reason he described that is just because he wanted to say rump.
I did on TV.
Higgins with it now for Brebeuf, working against Coster. Higgins spins, takes the contact, couldn't finish, but he's fouled. That's the first on Coster tonight. And Higgins to the line. Higgins shot the free throw, but the official had given him the ball, and Higgins says, oh, my bad.
What did he do, just pick up the ball, shoot?
He just shot it.
There you go.
Now he made it. Now the pressure is going to be, can he follow it up here with another make? And he did, got the roll.
That's kind of weird. I've never seen that before. Coach Howard says, why is he shooting 3?
He's trying to get an extra point. That's a good job.
Yeah.
And Higgins gets them both. They went 3 for 3, so I guess no harm, no foul was done.
I tell you what, that ties into our Aspen Creek Grill trivia question we'll have later on today.
Doran with it now on the right wing for the Eagles. 36-16. Lead back to 20 now for Brebeuf. Echo on the move. Doran open again for 3, and that one goes down.
That's pure. That's a nice job.
And a whistle and a foul in the backcourt on Williams.
How about at the Grove? Grove leads Triton Central 21-20. That's an important conference game for Beech Grove.
Down there at the Hive.
Love it.
And you can't forget as Higgins bowls his way all the way to the rim and he scores.
Got to step in front of him.
I was going to say, you can't forget when you're playing down at the Hive, you're also playing there on Matt English Court.
Yes, sir.
Dedicated this year. Costa drops it off to Eckel. He takes it up. He is hammered down low, and he's going to go to the line.
Here's Jake Dorn's 3. Look at him set his feet. Again, falls through. You'd be proud of these shooters.
I like it. I told you on Friday when we were at Heritage Christian, I love shooters, Keith. I love shooters. Eckel at the line. First one is good. Second one for Eckel. That one goes down.
Cut it to 17.
Eagles finally starting to get the offense rolling a little bit. They got to do the same thing down here on the defensive end. Higgins with a post up off the mark. Williams ahead to Costa. Eckel wants it on the block again. He gets it. Here comes a double team, however. Kicks it out. Dorn for another 3. And he drills it.
Dorn knocks down a 3. Here's the run.
14 points now is the deficit.
How about Coster drawing Higgins, though? What a matchup that is.
They throw it to Higgins. Now comes the double team. Eckel reaches in, try to get a jump ball. Higgins splits the defense, kicks it out. Banks open for 3, but didn't pull the trigger. Now he's going to drive it and score it off the glass.
How about putting that on the glass? Nice play.
13 points now for Simon Banks. Eckel, he looked at that 3 but didn't take it. Now steps in, 17-footer, gets the roll.
Got the nice roll. Heritage Christian's getting in a nice little rhythm now. Now they need stops.
Banks drops it off the wood. Eckel went for the steal. Gonna leave Banks open for a 3 after the shot fake, and Banks makes him pay.
Tell you what, the shot fake won that one. Shot fake was very patient.
16 points now through 2.5 quarters, and that was very nearly over and back against Heritage Christian, but 16 points so far for Simon Banks tonight. That one stripped away, picked up by Chaplin. Here come the Braves. It's 3-on-3. Chaplin backs it out, drops it off to Higgins. Higgins going to be fouled on a reach in there. That'll go against Dorn.
Dorn saved a layup.
That's the second foul on Dorn. Will Christie's going to come back in.
Dorn, Eckel kicking it out. Dorn knocks down a 3-pointer.
30-second timeout taken here by Heritage Christian.
Here's our Aspen Creek Grill trivia question. As soon as the ball is given to the free throw shooter or the free throw thrower, is the play considered A, dead ball, B, a live ball, or C, a neutral ball? If you know the answer, tweet us at IndianaSRN, hashtag Aspen Creek Grill Trivia. Thanks to Aspen Creek Grill for supporting high school athletics? Do you know it?
I don't think I know it. You know that you put that question in there because you're also a former official.
Yeah, all the officials in the state of Indiana should know that. Jerry knew it because he called me and said, "Are you kidding me? You put this in?"
Chaplin, open three, drills it in, he's fouled.
You know, you knew it was a foul when the player helped the guy up. Four-point play here.
Chaplin looking for his 9th point and doesn't get it. Couldn't get the roll here at home. Lead back to 20 now for the Braves. Christie has it, gets it to Dorn. He's already made 2 this quarter. Make it 3 for Jake Dorn.
He's on fire. Now defensive stop. Need a roll here.
Banks off the screen. Now they reverse it to Chaplin. Rice, he's been quiet since early.
This is the guy you want the ball right here.
Higgins backs down Christie, up and under with the shot fake. Couldn't get the shot to fall, but he was fouled there by Will Christie.
Here's the 3-point basket that he got fouled. Look how he set his feet. Dorn knew right away, knocked it down, and look at, oh man.
That was the foul for 2 reasons there. You know, he falls into him, but you got to give the guy some room to come down after he goes up for the jumper.
By rule, you have to have 1 foot. 1 foot for safety. Higgins knocked down the first free throw.
Second one for Higgins, gets that one to go. He's 4 for 4 from the free throw line, and he's got 6 points here in the third quarter, 8 on the night.
I tell you, everything that Heritage Christian has done to throw at Brebeuf, Brebeuf has something, an answer down at the other end.
Williams off a screen. They showed a double team. Now he gets it to Eckel. Eckel, nice shot fake on the move, off the glass. No good, but he was fouled.
Chaplin.
That's number 2 on Max Chaplin.
Mental mistake there, Thad. Jalen Williams were on the free throw line. The ball was handed to the free throw shooter. It's a live ball. You can't back out in the lane. You lose a shot. We just gave you the answer to the trivia question. Beautiful. Remind me to tell the official thank you very much.
So for you scoring at home, that one was way off the mark. It was intended to be a pass. Williams on the move, goes right at the rim and scores.
Have Williams unofficially for 10.
17 has kind of been the marker here in this third quarter for Heritage Christian. They got it down to 14 for just a moment, and then Banks drilled a 3. Banks on the drive, reverse layup, won't go down. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It's off of Altman over to the Eagles.
I tell you what, that stayed on the rim a long, long time. Both defenders just had to come back down. The ball goes out of bounds. That's a good call by the official.
Williams has it out front, guarded against Banks. There's Jalen Williams, now up to Will Christie. 90 seconds to go here in the third. Eckel with it, hands it off to Christie. Christie behind the back and through the legs. He's left alone in the paint, couldn't get the jumper to go.
Nice look.
Banks with it now for the Braves. Back over to Higgins. Higgins sets the screen. Rice on the move. Drops it off to Banks. One dribble. Takes it up. Offensive foul.
I tell you what, Heritage Christian, during the tournament, in their division, in Class 2, they will take so many charges and will get so many charges because they will play hard-nosed defense. Another charge. That's, I think, their third or fourth one tonight.
45 seconds to go here in the quarter. Lead still at 17 for Brebeuf. Eagles with the ball. Williams going to pull a three way off the mark and out of bounds.
I think that might have got touched. No?
They're going to say no.
Wow. I've seen this kid play 4 years. I've never seen him shoot a ball like that. Oh, well, here we go.
Now 30 seconds to go here in the quarter. Brebeuf with it. We'll see if the Braves hold for the final shot. Leading by 17. Banks, and they're going to say it was a blocking foul there against Andrew Williams as he tried to slide in front of Banks on the drive.
Hey, what you can tell Banks played football, can't you? I mean, the stature and the strength and just the leg strength alone. He's going to Air Force, is that right?
Air Force Academy.
Good man.
Nice look down low, but it was knocked away by Eckel. Higgins picks it up. He powers it up. No good. Rebound loose. Williams has got it. 4 seconds to go. They push it up to Christie. Just inside midcourt. No good. At the end of the third quarter, Brebeuf with a 17-point advantage over Heritage Christian. They are 8 minutes away from putting themselves securely in the championship of the Circle City Conference. .24/7 easy listening music on Indiana SRN when you're not checking out hoops or wrestling or diving coming up on Tuesday. We'll talk about that a little bit more in a couple minutes. Check out the music on Indiana SRN as well. And keep 17-point lead right now for Brebeuf. 8 minutes to go in this game. A win tonight for the Braves sets up the game next Friday night against Roncalli, and a win against the Rebels secures an undefeated in conference championship for Brebeuf.
Yeah, and I guarantee you, Roncalli will look at this score and he will go in and he'll circle that calendar.
That foul went against Harrison Eckel. That's his second, and that's the 7th team foul against Heritage. So the Braves will be in the bonus the rest of the way. The final 7:43 of the ball game.
Sectional draw this weekend for the boys.
Sunday, we were talking to Coach Howard before the game for Brebeuf. He said they're going to have a little watch party here at the school with the team. I always like it when the teams get together to watch the draw, Keith.
Yeah, the one thing that you need to be aware of, check our website out because there are lots of sectional actions on Indiana SRN during the sectional play.
1 for 2 on the trip for Altman. Andrew Williams kicks it to Eckel for 3 out of the corner. That's no good. Simon Banks skies for the rebound, and a nice steal there by Eckel. Now it's loose as Altman stripped it away, and they're going to say that Altman got a timeout for Brebeuf.
You can tell Eckel also caught the ball for Heritage Christian football-wise. Did a nice catching the ball, and then drop step, put the loss.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
Back here at Brebeuf, 18-point lead, 7:26 to go.
Girls semi-state tomorrow. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm going to be up tonight late doing some final prep work because I know I'm going to have to carry you like I always do.
Thanks. Appreciate that a whole bunch. I'll be at the snack bar.
They drop it off down low to Chaplin, and he was fouled down low. But no, first of all, on radio only at 4 o'clock up at LaPorte, 28-0 Crown Point against 25-1 Hamilton Southeastern. HSC with Sydney Parrish. She is probably the leader for next year's Miss Basketball if she's just a junior. But wait, you're talking about a junior Miss Basketball contender. Crown Point's going to start 2 amazing freshmen, Keith. Freshmen.
Yeah, that's the radio only. And then Pat and I have the honor to work for the IHSAA TV network, as we will have the 2 games down in Jeffersonville. Class 2 is going to be amazing. Evansville Mater Dei and Western Winchester. Thank you very much. And then the 4A, Lawrence North and Castle.
Christie with the bucket and one.
What a great honor that we had to do that, Pat.
And I know I talked about this with you last week, but I always think it's cool, and I think they try to do this as much as they can. But when you get 2 teams that advance that far into the state tournament and you put them in the same location, I think that's really neat. That's going to happen tomorrow with Evansville Mater Dei and Castle, SIAC opponents throughout the regular season. So it's cool for those fans that they get to, support the local team as well. It's not their school. Sliced off the mark, and a nice rebound there for Reese Johnson.
And then we have to say this, because we did wrestling for the last 4 weeks. State finals down at Bankers Life Fieldhouse should be a blast tomorrow. Chris Simmons, who called a lot of the wrestling for us, and Joe Hansen, who called a lot for us down there in the VIP suites. Dude, good.
And that's where they should be.
Good job for the Wizards getting them to VIP seats.
That's where they should be. After the job they did on that coverage, Banks with the block, and he tried to save it. What an athletic play there from Simon Banks.
The Wizard could get tickets anywhere.
That's why he's the Wizard. Williams throws it into Christie. 6:29 to go here in our game. 18-point lead for Brebeuf. There's Banks with a steal.
Slam.
Banks is all alone, and he's going to lay it up, and he's fouled by Jalen Williams.
He could have erupted this place if he had slammed it, but he didn't. Think they could fill it a little bit here?
18 points tonight so far for Simon Banks. Chance for 19 coming up here on this free throw.
Halftime score, Beech Grove leads Triton Central 41-32.
No good on the free throw. Beech Grove, a team this year, a lot of talent. They've been a little bit up and down, but a little bit of time left for the Hornets to get right on track here before tournament time.
Here's Banks' quick hands. Look at this. Looks, defends, a nice job. And look how he finishes. Use the backboard. You notice, guys, if you're watching at home, he used the backboard, scored the basket.
Arterburn coming in for Heritage Christian, as does Jackson Paulus. Dorn to throw it in. He gets it into Paulus. Arterburn open for 3 up the screen, didn't get the roll. Coach Howard looks at Simon Banks, says, hey, let's slow it down, run the offense here as we're under 6 to play and a 20-point lead.
Yeah, you don't want to run now. You just want to take your time every possession.
Banks
look at
forced
this.
One up. Altman with the offensive board, but he couldn't get it to go. Arterburn's got it for Heritage. Picks up his dribble in the corner. Koster gets it to the high post there to Paulus. And he's on the move. They're going to say no shot, foul on the floor.
Boy, I tell you what, that hand was 15 feet away from the basket. Official was right on top of it. But those are baskets that Heritage Christian really needs. They need a and one to get back in here.
That was the third foul on Chaplin for Brebeuf. Dorn throws it down low to Paulus. Now back out to Coster. He's open for three off the mark.
They're just not knocking down their shots like they did.
Heritage Christian as a team throughout the season so far has averaged 60.3 points per game. Right now with 4:45 to go have been held to just 33 as Rice drills a three from the right wing.
Brebeuf just runs their offense, goes high-low, and he's just wide open for a shot.
11 points now for Spencer Rice. 23-point lead. Arterburn from the right wing trying to match it, no good. Rebound is loose and finally corralled there by Altman. Banks pulls from the top of the key, off the back iron. Coster over to Dorn.
If there's one thing that they are definitely doing is giving time for some other kids to play, getting ready for sectional play, because Corey understands this is just one game. So you may lose this game, but there's a sectional coming up. You need minutes for your kids, get them some time on the floor, get relaxed in an atmosphere that's not too familiar as Heritage Christian is. I would call this a hostile situation a little bit. So you got to get some kids some playing times to get used to sectional play.
Chaplin pulls up from 17 feet, no good. Rebound loose, finally taken in by Coster. Gets it ahead to Dorn. They're going to push it. Arterburn on the move, takes the contact, couldn't finish.
You know, he's got a couple of juniors, a couple of sophomores on that team on the floor today, this afternoon.
Our fourth quarter tonight is brought to us by Aspen Creek Grill. Made from scratch, comfort, fresh food, 317-559-3300, Aspen Creek Grill. Arterburn free throw good on the first one.
If you're going to go to Aspen Creek, get the steak, medium, popcorn shrimp, and an ice cold Pepsi.
I like it.
It's a great meal.
It's a good order.
Ask for Chuck.
Chuck is the man.
He is the man.
Arterburn 1 for 2. You were talking about sectional play coming up, like you mentioned, with the pairing show coming up on Sunday for Heritage Christian. After tonight, just 2 games remaining next week. They'll be at Shortridge they'll have Shortridge at home on Tuesday night. Then they'll be at Elwood on Friday to close it out for them before they start sectional 43 play at Shortridge.
Actually, they're going to change that site. Just got changed today, late afternoon. Shortridge cannot host that, so they have moved that to Speedway. That change happened this afternoon.
Sure, Coach Bennett was pleased to be notified of that.
Dorn knocking down a three.
That's his 4th three-pointer of the second half tonight.
Fourth quarter, 4 minutes to play. Central Christian leads Indian Creek 38-34.
Rice with a triple, that's no good. And that's going to be over the back on Brebeuf. That's number 25, Jacob McNair, who's checked in for the first time tonight for the Braves.
How about the Central Christian Ball Club? Go into Indian Creek, which you have noticed that it is a very tough place to play, and up by 4 with 4 minutes to play. That's a huge 1-3 matchup.
Look ahead for Brebeuf's schedule. As we talked about, they'll be hosting Ron Colley here next Friday. A victory against the Rebels next Friday secures the undefeated conference slate and the outright conference championship for them. They will also have a game which has been moved from tomorrow night to Monday night at Traders Point.
And we will have that ball game on our internet radio only on Monday night. That's Traders Point, Brebeuf. We will have that game on radio only on Monday night.
Paulus goes 2 for 2, gets his first points of the night.
They get to do extra homework this weekend.
We talked about the sectional coming up for Heritage Christian as Ezel gets a 3 to go down from the corner. But Brebeuf in a kind of a unique circumstance in their sectional with the IPS closing a couple of schools after last year. They're in a sectional with just 5 teams. But listen to these 5 teams here, Keith. It's pretty loaded for 5 teams. You've got Brebeuf, you've got Addicts, you've got Guerin Catholic, you've got Indianapolis Ritter, and you've got Chittard. All 5 of those teams with winning records. All 5 of them will have winning records going into the postseason.
And 3 of the 5 are conference opponents. How about that?
Free throw goes in there for Banks.
Watch this pass. Clear across, sees the open man, follows through. Hands where they're supposed to be, right, Pat?
Absolutely. You know, there's only one thing that is better than a great shooter. You know what it is? A great left-handed shooter. Left-handed shooters just have such sweet form. They just look so smooth out there.
Our producer would tell you left-handed people are the smartest people on the earth.
I don't know why you would say that.
He's left-handed.
Oh, yeah. Makes total sense now. That's going to be a foul. That's going to go against Max Chaplin. That's going to be number 4 on Chaplin. So you want to follow all the action on Indiana SRN. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Indiana SRN on YouTube. Not only can you watch the games live streaming there, but you can always go back and watch the archived games as well. They're on YouTube. It's Indiana SRN.
Watch some games today.
Williams throws that one up, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay down here with Heritage.
So we break down the sectionals for you on Sunday. It's on ishatv.org starting at 5 o'clock, I do believe, Eastern Time. Every sectional will be drawn on Sunday. And then look at our schedule coming out in a couple of days after that to let you know where we're going. Or follow us on Twitter, and we'll definitely have our schedule on Twitter for you.
You got to check out the pairing show. I know it's not going to be Keith and I, and you're disappointed, but my guy, Bob Lovell's going to be on there. And whenever Bob Lovell's on TV, you have to watch.
And talking about Bob Lovell, you'll be on Bob Lovell's show tonight talking about this game.
I'm going to call the coach on my way home.
You know what his first question is? Who played well for you tonight, Pat?
That's why he's a Hall of Famer, Keith.
I tell you. Love you, Coach.
Remember, Coach is going to be on IHSA TV on Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock with the pairing show. But Keith and I will be on IHSA TV tomorrow afternoon. Pre-game show will start at 12:45. We're going to be at the girls basketball semi-state in Jeffersonville. Game number 1, the 2A game, will be Evansville Mater Dei against Winchester. Game number 2, the Castle Knights taking on the Wildcats of Lawrence North. Should be a great doubleheader down there at Jeff. Jalen Williams, Euro step, couldn't get it to go. Got it back. He's going to take it up and reverses it home. 20 seconds to play here at Brebeuf. I want to name off everyone who's checked in for the Braves. Jaden McMullen into the game, number 12. Alec Bevelheimer, number 22. We already noticed McNair in, number 25. And Nick Garrod, number 30, in as well for the Braves as time clicks off, and that's going to do it for here. 61-43 the final. Brebeuf improving to 14-5 overall. 4-0 now in Circle City Conference play. They clinch the conference championship next Friday night with a victory over Roncalli. For Heritage Christian, the Eagles fall to 15-5 overall. Back-to-back losses now for Heritage Christian. They wrap up conference play tonight at 4-1. They came in tonight 4-0 with an opportunity to clinch the conference, but head coach Todd Howard and the Braves out-dueling them tonight, as you see the prayer circle at mid-court, as they always do here in all the Circle City Conference games, which I mentioned before is a super cool thing that they do here in the CCC. They'll be led most likely by head coach Todd Howard for Brebeuf. He'll have a few words, and then our friend Keith Myers will have Coach Howard for a post-game interview. Reminder, here on Indiana SRN, next Tuesday night, for the first time ever, IHSAA Diving Regionals from Fishers High School. I will be there. My color man, Jim Milborn, will be there. We're going to break down the diving regional. Also coming up tomorrow night, tomorrow afternoon, I should say, join Keith and I on IHSAA TV starting at 12:40 down at Jeffersonville for the girls basketball semi-state down at Jeffersonville. That's going to be awesome tomorrow. Also tomorrow, so right after we wrap up from Jeffersonville, quickly turn it over to Indiana SRN and catch the second half from LaPorte. Sean and Brent will have the girls basketball 4A semi-state at LaPorte. That'll be undefeated Crown Point at 28-0 against Hamilton Southeastern at 25-1. You see the Braves, they've already awarded them the trophy as they will be crowned champions here at the Circle City Conference, with a chance to go undefeated through the conference slate next Friday when they play host to Ron Colley, the Rebels, here at Brebeuf. We're waiting to talk to head coach Todd Howard. We'll go through our final statistics here. I'll tally them up. But Simon Banks, the leading scorer tonight for Brebeuf, with 20 points tonight. Banks, the senior guard, he came in tonight averaging 14 a game, and he leads the Braves tonight to the conference championship. We're going to get it down to the court now, and my partner Keith Myers is with head coach Todd Howard.
Coach Howard, congratulations, champions of this great conference, and what a game.
Yeah, we got off to a really good start. I think defensively is probably one of our best starts. We're exceptional defensively. We really are. We have 5 guys that really buy in and do a good job. And I just thought, I don't know what the start was, 14-0, 16-0, something like that, and shut down some really good players. Kept the ball in the paint, and that got us out in transition. So very, very proud of this group, for sure.
19-5 at the end of one, and you just kept on putting pressure on them. They couldn't go inside, or they couldn't hit the shot early, and you just kicked it back out. And I tell you what, Banks did a nice job getting everybody in the game, and your inside game was exceptionally played well tonight.
And that's why basketball's so great. We really executed. We didn't turn the ball over, so we could set our defense. You can be as good as you want defensively, but if you give them live ball turnovers or you take bad shots, you never set your defense. Our defense was set every possession and allowed us to load up, and guys were really on fire defensively.
Now you get to go home and get to watch this. How about that?
Can't wait. Can't wait. Thanks.
Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Coach Howard. Coach Howard always great with his time with us here on Indiana SRN. I'll quickly go through some statistics. As I mentioned, Simon Banks, the leading scorer tonight, with 20 points, 11 points for Spencer Rice, and 10 points for Max Chaplin. Those are the 3 that we noted prior to the game. 8 points tonight for Jay Higgins, 5 for Evan Altman, and 3 for Austin Ezel. Leading scorer tonight for Heritage Christian, 12 for Jake Durant. 4 triples in the second half for Durant to lead the way for the Eagles. 10 points for Andrew Williams, 9 for Harrison Eckel, 5 points for Will Christie, 3 points for Jalen Williams, 2 points apiece for Jackson Paulus and for Macaulay Nolan, and 1 point tonight for Jackson Arterburn. 61-43 our final score tonight from Brebeuf. The Braves crowned Circle City Conference champions. They are at 4-0 in conference play. They host Ron Colley next Friday to try to complete the undefeated regular season in conference play. Brebeuf improving to 14-5 on the season. They're ranked number 9 in the AP 3A poll. Heritage Christian falls to 15-5, suffering their second consecutive defeat. They will finish Circle City Conference play now at 4-1 on the season. The Eagles are number 5 right now in the 2A AP poll. May drop a spot or 2 after this week for them. Next time out for Heritage Christian will be on Tuesday at home against Indianapolis Shortridge. For Brebeuf, they will be at Traders Point Christian on Monday night, and then both teams will wrap up next Friday with Heritage Christian hosting Elwood, and as I mentioned, Brebeuf will be here at home against Ron Colley. That'll wrap it up for us tonight on our Piper Logistics post-game show. Piper Logistics Incorporated is a privately held company, 317-396-1023. For my partner tonight, Keith Myers. For the crew tonight, Alec and Jerry, I'm Thad Van Devener. Thank you for tuning in to Indiana SRN tonight, and make sure you tune in next Tuesday, Diving Regionals from Fishers High School here on Indiana SRN. That's going to do it for us. Thank you for joining us, and good night.